What's up, guys? Today's video I'm going to be answering a question that I get asked a lot, which is how much is this thing? How much have I spent on it? I always get the question, how much did that cost you to build, bro? How much did this cost? How much? If you're a truck guy and you have a build, you know the question that everyone asks. So today I'm gonna do my best to kind of explain that and go through some stuff. It's raining right now, so let's go inside and try to break this thing down price-wise. And for those of you who are just tuning into the channel, this is my 92 Ford Bronco pre-runner that I've been working on for quite a while now. So yeah, follow my Instagram to see more pictures and videos of it, and sub to the channel so we can keep making cool videos like this. Alright, so we're gonna get right into breaking down the price of the Bronco. So we've got the computer to search up parts and prices, and then we got our calculator so we can calculate all of the prices of all the parts and everything that goes into it. So I'm going to basically just price out each individual thing that I bought or did to get the Bronco to this point in the build. You guys can see exactly what money is going where in the truck and why. So I'm going to start out with the actual truck itself first. My dad actually bought it when I was 2 years old for $4,000 cash. 92 Ford Bronco 80 Bauer with the 5.8 for $4 grand cash. I think at the time it had 110,000 miles on it, something crazy like that. It's a pretty crazy deal. So we can start out there, $4,000 cash to start the build. So now I'm going to start with the exterior stuff, a lot of the cosmetic stuff that I've put into the truck. So the first thing is the wrap. The wrap is custom printed snow camo wrap with logos. That cost $4,000. Aftermarket headlights, taillights, all that stuff. Search it up, find the prices, and I'll add that. So they're black housing clear lens, which I wanted because I don't like the look of the smoked lenses, and these were 250 bucks. These are the taillights I bought, which were 70 bucks, so I'll go ahead and add that in. And then I'll go ahead and add a picture of my grill right here. The grill is actually an old McNeil Racing Raptor grill for the Broncos and F-150s, and you cannot get them anymore because they don't make them anymore due to an issue with Ford. So they're literally impossible to find, so I can't put a price on that. So those are priceless. The bumper, I'll put a picture of my bumper up here. I made that. It cost me 50 bucks in material to make. Super cool. I'll go ahead and add that in. Some of the other exterior stuff is wheels and tires, so I'll go ahead and find the price on that real quick. So I have the Method double standards on my truck, the matte black ones. It says those are 200 bucks a piece. So 4 pieces, you're looking at 800 bucks in wheels. The tires I'm running on my truck are Pro Comp Extreme MT2s in the size 35 by 12.5 on my 15-inch wheels. And these are $284.99 a piece, so 285 bucks a piece. Let me add that up and I'll throw that in on the calculator. So this is how much it is for a set of 4 Pro Comp tires. And I also have this third brake light, which is 30 bucks. So this is what we're at, cost of the truck and all of the exterior mods. So now we're gonna move on to the suspension and other stuff like that, more of the performance side of things. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some of the big ones out of the way quick. So one of the first big things is my Solo Motorsports roll cage, full roll cage, and solid body mounts. I bought the cage and the body mounts from Solo Motorsports, and I had it all installed by Michael Cox Racing. And so that cost me $7 grand. And then another big one is my full suspension kit, so I'm gonna go over that. So when I first started the Bronco build, this is the kit I went with. This is a Stage 2 mid-travel kit from Solo Motorsports. And what's cool about this kit is it's an entry-level kit, but it has all the parts you need to be able to upgrade to a full long travel kit in the future. So here it comes with your radius arms, comes with all your Bilstein shocks, comes with the cut and turn beams that you need, comes with the shackles, hangers, leaf springs, all that. And so over time you can slowly upgrade this kit to their full stage 4, stage 5 long travel kit. So this kit with the Bilstein options is like 4,300 bucks. And then I had Solo actually installed the stage 2 kit. And so all said and done, this kit was about 6,300 bucks. I'll go ahead and add that. So we're at $23,640, and that so far has gotten us a stage 2 mid-travel Bronco with a full roll cage. So after I ran the stage 2 kit for a while, I ended up going and getting the coilover conversion engine cage from Solo as well, because it works with their stage 2 kit to give you the full long travel front end, and it allows you to run coilovers. So this cost me 825 bucks plus tax, so about 900 bucks for the engine cage. So after I bought that for the front, I needed to get this for the rear to finish up the long travel. And so this is their under the bed shock mount. Super cool, allows you to run a 12-inch 2.5 or 3.0 bypass under the bed of your Bronco, so you don't have to cut into the body or anything. And it even came with these weld-on shock tabs that you weld onto the axle. Super cool. All the hardware, and all the hardware is grade 8. That comes with every Solo product. They only use grade 8. And so this was 525 bucks plus tax, so about 575 bucks. So then after I bought all of the long travel upgrades from Solo, I needed shocks for it, because after you do that, after you upgrade to the long travel kit, you need coilovers and bypasses. Those little Bilsteins and coils don't cut it anymore. So I went with some locked off-road shocks. So these are the coilovers I went with for the front of my kit. They're 2.5 by 12-inch coilovers. They have finned reservoirs and compression adjusters on every single shock, which is super cool. It comes standard with locked. And so 2 of these shocks for the front of my truck ran me, I don't know if you can see that, 1,200 bucks. So I'll go ahead and add the shocks in there, 1,200 bucks. And so then I needed bypasses for the rear of the kit to finish the long travel. So I went and got some 2.5 by 12-inch triple bypasses from them. Same thing, finned reservoirs on all their shocks. Super cool. I went and got the 12-inch stroke shocks. And then let's add this. So the bypasses ended up costing me $1,550. So we'll go ahead and add that right here. So after I installed all that, I needed some bump stops for the front. So the bump stops I went with were the 2.0 by 2.0 pin style bumps, just like this. And those ended up costing me 450 bucks. Go ahead and add that in, bump stops to the front, 450 bucks. And then I also needed them for the rear. So I wanted some bigger ones for the rear. So I ended up getting the 2.5 by 2.5 threaded bumps for the back of my truck. And those ended up costing me $560. Go ahead and add the bumps for the rear, $560. And Solo Motorsports does sell bump mounts for both the front and the back of these Broncos, but I ended up actually just building my own bump mounts for the front and rear. And so that costed me about 50, I'll say 100 bucks in material. I used all thick stuff and all that. So I had to keep buying drive shafts over and over and over and over again from O'Reilly's because they kept snapping them. So I eventually went and had a custom one made from Tom Woods, and that costed me 550 bucks, and it's super beefy. So I had to build a Ford 8.8 rear end that would hold up to all the jumping and stuff because I bent my other one. And so let's go through how much it cost me to build that. So first off, the housing with the axles in it costed me 300 bucks from a junkyard. So this is the truss I ended up going with. It's super beefy from Iron Rock Off-Road, and that was 150 bucks. I also have a Detroit locker, 31 spline in the back of my truck, and that was $585. So I also got 4.56 gears for the rear end, and that costed me about 280 bucks. So moving on to the inside, these are the seats I have. They're the Corbeau Baja XP bucket seats. Super comfortable, keep me in place, I love them. I bought 2 of them for the driver and passenger seat, and those were 360 bucks each. So I'll go ahead and add that right here. So I also got these 5-point harnesses from them. I got one for the driver and one for the passenger seat again. And that was 119 bucks. Go ahead and add that in here. So moving on to the exhaust, I have these Hedman long tube headers, which cost me 270 bucks. Add that in here. So far, we're about $32,000 in. So this is the X-Pipe I bought. It's a 2.5-inch X-Pipe off of Amazon. It cost me 30 bucks. And then I had my friends over at A&M Exhaust do the rest of my system, so they came off the headers and then went into the X-Pipe and dumped it, and that cost 200 bucks. So for the X-Pipe and the pipe that went onto the headers, it was 230 bucks. Go ahead and add that right here. So I bought 2 8-inch limit straps from Mackenzie's Off-Road, and that cost me $51. So I also bought this 14-inch dished MPI steering wheel from them, which cost me $220. And then I bought this sweet MFG quick release hub with the weld on splines, so I actually just welded it onto the existing steering shaft, and that ended up costing me 130 bucks. So my rear bumper is made and sold by my buddy Will Song down in California, and that cost me 500 bucks, welded and blended by him. Go ahead and add that. I almost forgot, for my coilovers, I'm running dual rate springs, so that means 2 springs per shock, 4 springs total, and each spring is like 100 bucks. So for the front of my Bronco, running 4 springs at 100 bucks each, so that's like 400 bucks for I-block springs. Add 400. So the light bar that is on my bumper is this one from Amazon. It's 70 bucks. So let's add that. And then I upgraded to some aftermarket LED fan cooled lights in the back of my headlights, and that was like 130 bucks. So we'll go ahead and add that. And the lights in my headlights are also off of Amazon. So I'm also running a full sound system in the truck, which is a Boss Audio's head unit, a Planet Audio amp, JBL speakers in the 2 doors and the 2 back speakers, and then an MTX Terminator box, which is 2 12-inch subs in a box all the way in the back. And that system installed was about 1,200 bucks. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that in here. That system is really cool, and it's really nice because the truck is so loud that I can actually hear stuff while I'm driving, and I enjoy it a lot. So I've spent money changing up like different stuff that I wanted to dial in, like exhaust and valving the shocks and a couple other things like that. So there's probably a little bit more in this price than we added up, but with all the stuff that is on the truck currently, we are at $34,999. So $35,000 into the truck as it sits the way it does right now. And in my opinion, it's totally worth it. The truck performs great. I daily drive it, beat the crap out of it. And yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it helped kind of explain what goes into these trucks, and I think I answered a lot of questions, because like I said in the beginning of the video, I get this question a lot. A lot of people ask me how much I put in the truck, how much each part's worth, all of that. But yeah, these Solo Motorsports parts are crazy strong. I have beat the absolute crap out of them, and I've had no issues with them. And so if you guys are looking for something for your Bronco or F-150 or Tacomas, they have Tacoma stuff, definitely hit up Solo. They have crazy parts, crazy quality, crazy customer service. Everything about them is just super positive. But yeah, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, because we do some pretty crazy stuff in this truck, and I don't think you'll want to miss it. Yeah, thanks for watching.